Chapter 2, Mishnah 8. In Chapter 2, Mishnah 6, it was taught that the Beis Din would ask the witnesses a number of questions. This Mishnah describes how Rabban Gamliel, the head of the Beis Din, would examine witnesses who were too simple to understand these questions. We now turn to the words of the Mishnah. Rabban Gamliel had the forms of different shapes of the moon on the table and on the wall in his attic, where he examined the witnesses. He would show them to simple people who could not understand the usual questions, and, pointing to different forms, he would ask them, "Did you see the moon like this or like that?" The Mishnah relates two stories involving Rabban Gamliel in which the truth of the witnesses' testimony was in doubt. It once happened that a pair of witnesses came and said, "We saw the old moon in the morning in the east and the new moon in the evening of the same day in the west." Rabbi Yochanan ben Nuri said, "They are false witnesses, because it is impossible to see both the old moon and the new moon on the same day." But when they came to the Beis Din in Yavna, Rabban Gamliel accepted them as reliable witnesses. He asserted that what they said about the new moon is true, and what they said about the old moon is false. On another occasion, a pair of witnesses came and said, "We saw the new moon in its time, i.e. the night that starts the 30th day, but on the night of the month's fullness, i.e. the next night which starts the 30th day, it was not visible." This seemed unlikely, because if the moon was large enough to be visible on the first night, it should certainly have been visible on the second night. And yet, Rabban Gamliel accepted them as reliable witnesses. Based on their testimony, he decided that the 30th day was Rosh Chodesh. Rabbi Dosa ben Hor Kinas said, "They are false witnesses. How can one testify that a woman gave birth and the next day she is still pregnant?" Literally, her belly is between her teeth. "This is impossible." Likewise, in our case, it is impossible for the new moon to appear one night and then disappear the next night. Rabbi Yeshua said to him, "I see the truth in your words. According to these sages, the witnesses were false, and so their testimony could not be accepted to have the 30th day be declared as Rosh Chodesh." Thus they ruled, contrary to Rabban Gamliel, that Rosh Chodesh did not fall on the 31st day.